If you're asking, what the hell is happening here, we will have to go back. I wonder if I could get to the moon. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program, a space exploration game. Today our mission is to get to the moon from ground zero. But not just get to the moon. No, I want to conquer it and build a colony. As you may know, Kerbal Space Program is not a game for a relaxing evening. No, it requires major brain usage to do something in this game correctly. And if you really want to achieve something here, you have to understand how all these things work. You may think that this is a bad idea. Well, buckle up, because I had a brilliant idea that this game is too easy anyway, and I'm going to play on the hardest difficulty in the game. Meaning, no quick saving and no flight reverting. If something goes wrong, well, that is your problem. This is our new, fresh space center. I call it
Agence spatiale Mouli-Pingo.
We have many buildings that are meant for different things. I will make a quick tour.
Les essentiels du programme spatial Kerbal.
This is our assemble garage where we make rockets. This is our second assemble garage where we make airplanes.
Aéroport international de Mouli-Pingo.
This is our tracking center where we can see all that stuff is happening outside of Earth. This is Launchpad. This is Science Center, where we spend our science points for exchange of new, better parts. This is the center where our space boys chill. This little hut,
Le bâtiment administratif est une installation qui permet aux joueurs de choisir parmi différents.
And this is our mission control. Here we can look for offered contracts that pay us money. As of now, we have a bit of credit, 4 brave astronauts, and no reputation whatsoever. If we want to somewhat progress in this game, we need money. And aside from money, we need science. Science and money. 2 major currencies in this game that progress our company. You can earn science points by doing some scientific research, like observe mystery goo. Just put the science and perform the test in location you haven't tested before. Okay, for our first launch, I will complete the first 2 basic contracts. Launch our first vessel and perform a scientific test of any kind. And for that, I present my first constructed rocket, Mul 1. Huh? What's that? I'm glad you asked. Learning time. This is solid fuel engine. As you may already understood, it is a rocket engine that operates on solid rocket fuel. Once you ignite a solid fuel engine, that's it. You can't stop it. It will burn until it's empty. Solid fuel engines are very powerful for their price and are used in the liftoff. So here we are at the launch site. Before the flight, I will do some scientific research right here. Okay, I think we are ready. 3, 2, 1, launch! We have reached altitude of mere 13 kilometers. Wait. Why can't I? Oh shit! Huh? Okay, how did that happen? If you look closely, you can see that my rocket flipped and fell into the ground like an arrow. That happened because I didn't open the parachute in time, and I was falling so fast that Jeb just couldn't keep control, and rocket flipped. Poor Jeb. But we still have 3 more astronauts, so it's okay. This time our brave pilot will be Valentina, so without further ado, This time I opened the parachute much faster and landed safely. I have completed the first 2 contracts and gained a little bit of science, so now I can acquire new parts, like basic rocketry and engineering 101. Now we have this little thing, liquid fuel engines. What's that? Huh.
Learning time.
Liquid fuel engines. Rocket engines that operate on liquid fuel. They can be turned on and off at any moment, and you can regulate thrust. But they are very expensive, so you must be very careful with them. Now, we have a lot of available contracts. And if I do many of these small contracts, I can get a lot of money overall. So I did it. After I completed 10 little contracts, I got all tier 3 parts and was ready for next goal, escaping atmosphere. It was much easier than you think. I made a new rocket with 2 stages with a solid fuel and liquid fuel engine. Now, we just have to reach a height of 70 kilometers, while also performing tests for more science. I had so much leftover fuel that I used it to slow down the fall. Nice, everything is going for better. The next goal is to get at Earth's orbit. So, I present to you Mole 2, the most powerful rocket I have made so far. As I said, my goal is to get into the orbit, and I must remind you, there is no turning back. If something goes wrong, I do not know why, but my rocket is turning slightly to the right, and I cannot fix it. To make an orbit, rocket should curve over time. I am shutting down my engines as I have hit apoapsis of 75 kilometers.
Sir? What is apoapsis?
Apoapsis is the distance, or rather height, that your rocket will reach. And why 75 kilometers? Because in this game, the atmosphere starts below 70 kilometers, so any object above this limit will not be affected by air resistance. I start to burn sideways. Boom! Now we have safe orbit that is above the atmosphere. Half of the goal is now complete. Now we just must make it to the Earth back safely. We have done a difficult job, and we only had 1 casualty. We are step by step getting closer to the moon. New contracts, new parts, new problems. I need more money, better parts, and an upgraded space center, which leads to even more money being needed. My agency has been taking many missions, from trying to shoot a probe to a polar cap, to creating a private jet to make a various rendezvous cheaply. It was not easy. I had countless fails and stupid moments that could not be redone. When I was doing 1 contract, I had a poor plan, and accidentally crashed into the ocean before my parachute could open. Oh crap. I do not have any more pilots left, so my only choice is to buy them. 81,000 credits. This is Lowpound. Say hi. Lowpound did some minor contracts before his tragic death. That was fast. Remember when I said that I created a private jet? Well, Lowpound died in a tragic airplane crash, which was caused by speeding the game too much. Epic. So I spent 81,000 credits again recruiting Stellman Kerman. She died even faster by the same stupid mistake I did with Lowpound. I have learned from my mistakes. And Serpent will not die from a stupid plane crash. Now I am doing a contract, and my mission is to fly to the other side of the planet and not crash into the ocean. Except I did crash in the ocean because I'm a dumbass and could not regain control of my plane when it started to wiggle. In total, lost plane parts, lost crew, had cost me almost $250,000 because of my stupidity. Well, I still have some money, and my next pilot, Jeskan, surely will not die so easily. So, after a few minutes of thinking, I came up with the brilliant idea of making us some sort of a car that will safely collect me a little bit of science at Space Center facilities. If you are wondering what the f am I talking about, let me explain. Somehow, I remembered that by doing scientific research near all Space Center facilities, you can get a bit of additional useful science points, because all buildings, in fact, are registered as different biomes, so doing all sorts of experiments on them will get us science points that we need so much. And after sleepless nights of construction, I present my finest creation, a vehicle that will revolutionize the car market. Mulipingo Safe Mobile. You can guess that its primary objective is to be safe, because I am tired of losing my colleagues, and I am tired of constantly getting questioned by the local police department. So up we go. I have made stops near all the buildings I have not researched before. And surprisingly, this was one of my sanest ideas I had in a long time. Mulipingo Safe Mobile generated me in total of 63 science points. But it went much better than I expected. Now, I have enough to get all 4th tier upgrades that were left. So I continued doing contracts until Jeskan died. Well, it's nothing new to us, so we'll just continue. I recruited Madning and saw a big chance in getting some decent money by doing some tourist contracts. All they want from me is to launch a rocket, take them into low orbit, let them enjoy the beauty of our planet, and safely bring them back. If these tourists die, it will be a big no-no for us, and we do not want that. So, because I unlocked new parts, like this little thing, my rockets will be much more stable, finally, and there is nothing to be afraid of anymore. I did 2 successful tourist flights, and on the 3rd flight, I crashed. And strangely, I forgot to record that, so I do not even remember how it happened. So, Madming died, and 2 tourists died. Well, This automatically makes the contract status of failed. You get a monetary penalty, and your reputation gets worse. Nice. Now we have Silent Kerman. I continue to do tourist contracts. After 2 hours, I completed 8 successful tourist flights. And in the end, I profited about 400,000 credits. Very good. For 150,000 credits, I have upgraded mission control. And for 300,000 credits, I have upgraded myself tracking station. You may ask, why? Because now I can do these things called maneuvers. Maneuvers in the later game are necessary. Without them you won't do shit. They significantly ease the task of making an orbit and make flying to the moon now possible. So without second thoughts, I will be sending first object that will fly by the moon and will collect some valuable data. Before I fly to the moon, I will debunk most of your thoughts on how do we fly to the moon in the first place.
It is learning time.
First question answered. No, we do not fly to the moon in a straight path. This is stupid. Instead, we come closer to the moon by making an oval-shaped orbit. This way, we will approach the moon much calmer, and we will not need to use so much fuel to slow down. I know, this is much more complicated than I show, and there might be someone already writing a comment, but I just simplify. The mission went very well. We were awarded with many milestones, and now we are even able to send tourists to the moon orbit. And believe me, they pay very well with those things. So you know what I did. Unfortunately, on our second tourist trip, we overheated and exploded. I do not know why it didn't happen in the first flight, but it did happen now. And my next pilot didn't survive for long, because I decided to give it a third go, and same thing happened. I overheated and exploded. But it isn't important anymore, because my next astronaut, Wenderhard, will land on the moon. Why? I have analyzed and have concluded that we have enough of everything. I bought a powerful solid fuel engine and prepared Wenderhard for the difficult mission. This is what I call epic gaming moment. Well, too bad I cannot plant the flag, because I do not have level 2 astronaut complex, but that's okay. This mission was a pure excellence of rocket engineering and planning, and as of now, we almost have 500,000 credits. And almost all what we have, I am going to invest into level 2 VAB. What's the point, you ask me? Even though I am an excellent rocket engineer, there were limits. Level 1 VAB can only support 30 parts max on the rocket. And that was a problem of many of my previous flights. Like for an example, last mission on the moon. I simply had 30 out of 30 parts there, and I couldn't attach brake parachutes and more science tools. So, it is a necessity for the future rockets to have everything they need as they get bigger and more powerful. I continue doing side contracts for a bit more science to unlock a bigger fuel storages and bigger engines. Now my mission is to go again on the surface of the moon and do more scientific research. I have encountered a problem. You see, I wanted to transmit scientific research with antenna to perform more tests at one go. But I forgot. I forgot that transmitting them requires a lot of electricity. So my rocket simply ran out of electric charge. Bruh. And because I do not have any electric charge generator unlocked yet, there is no possible way I can get back to Earth without any help. And an even bigger problem, I do not have a spare pilot, and I do not have enough money to buy one, because I spent everything on VAB. Don't panic, don't panic. How do we deal with this problem? I will do the same thing I did previously. I will make a robot car that will operate without a pilot. It will complete some easy contracts. Everything was okay, until this happened. It's nothing tragic, but I just thought it would be funny to include this moment. After successful implementation of my robocar, I thought that a rocket that operates on robot will be a promising idea as well. But as it turned out, this level 1 probe is very at it. Well, at least it did not explode. Okay, let me try a second time. Never mind, I have enough money for a second pilot and for the launch. This is Lenmin Kerman? His name reminds me of someone. So, I started making the rescue plan for Jescan, but I will not make the same mistake again. I will get solar panels first, so even if my batteries run out of charge, I would still be fine. And for that, I will do something unusual. I will fly to the second moon, Minmus, land on it, and perform various tests, so I could get a lot of science points. Now, I know what are you wondering about. Isn't it technically harder to fly the Minmus that is much farther than the moon? But actually no, it is easier to fly the Minmus. It is cheaper to fly the Minmus, because Minmus has much weaker gravity than moon, and it is much easier to work on it. So off we go. So in the end, we have... Oh damn. I didn't expect it to be so much. I even forgot when you do something new, you get these milestone awards that grant you so much. Okay. I got myself new parts. I upgraded Astronaut Complex so I can exit the cans and started making a rescue ship for JustCon. Everything was fine until... This is fine. No one got hurt. What the... I reconstructed my rocket and now there shouldn't be any problems. That is not particularly good. I did not pay attention to the fact that there is no sunlight, so I basically have no idea where I'm landing. Oh no. I landed on some mountain. This is not good. My only choice left now is to slowly slide to the bottom of the mountain and then try to regain control. Well, my rocket has stopped, so at least I can warp time, so... No. No. Well, folks, I would love to continue with this game, but I am a bit tired, and I need your help. If this video hits 10 likes, I will save JustCon. If this video hits 15 likes, I will save Lemnin. That's right, there will be another episode. But now I want to say, thank you for your very warm comments on the previous video. Here's, by the way, my cat. In the meantime, follow me on Twitter. Here I will post a lot of things that will not be on my channel. And if you want to, we can even chat. Thank you very much for watching my video. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in a couple of weeks.